Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, gave a speech today, and let's just say he didn't look so well. Check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
What do y'all make of that? I thought it was over. I started praying. A couple of tears escaped my eyes. And I just didn't know what to make of it because, God forbid, if something happens to him, you know. I don't even know how he would survive. You know, so I just think that, let us pray. Okay, that's enough. Maybe what needs to happen here, fam, is we need to see more love, you know, because there's so many people that are rooting against Donald Trump. And I don't know what he did to make people hate him so much. That's about as much as I can do, fam. That is about as far as I could go. Can you imagine if Biden was tripping like that? Can you imagine Fox News covering the story? Their heads would absolutely explode. Wow. Question. Where are the That's My President fanboys? They've been awful quiet lately. I'm talking about church mouse quiet. You hardly ever hear them talk about him now. They've actually moved on to different subjects and stuff. Some of them are holding on for dear life. Boy, they just swinging from those old rotten scrotum. They're holding on for dear life like, but he's did this. And you know, their default excuse is, what about Obama? What about Biden? What about Obama? What about Biden? But it's never what about Biden or what about Obama when they think that things are going well for them. What about Obama? The trip part about it is a lot of these guys try to act really, really tough, right? But the way that they swing from Trump's nuts, that ain't no real dude. Ain't no real dudes acting like that. Real dudes don't act like that. And I'll tell you something else. Smart dudes don't act like that. Guys who are really smart don't follow dumb dudes. They may follow a dumb dude for a moment to take advantage of him, but they're not following. They're not gonna allow a dumb dude to lead them. Like, real cats don't get on like that. If a man follows another man, it is to learn something from that other man. It's because that other man can teach him something that he does not know, right? Fellas, back me up on this now. Don't leave me out here all by myself. I know when I look at my life and the men who I've followed throughout the years, who I've been led by, these are guys who gave me knowledge. These are guys who showed me things that I had not seen yet. These are guys who gave me insight, right? It wasn't some doofus, some crash dummy, some dude who didn't even do his own homework. Wasn't that guy. And it damn sure was not some dude just because he had a bunch of money. Because I'm from the era of, if you can't protect your money, it ain't yours. You get your money taken from you. Yeah. You want to be a D-boy? Okay. You better know how to protect that stuff yourself. Yeah, you can have hitters and all of that stuff, But if you ain't a hitter yourself, oh, you're gonna get that taken. You're gonna get your work taken. Yeah. Unless you one of those dudes that are blessing the whole hood. If you're blessing the whole hood, you ain't got to put in the work because the hood gonna protect you. But if you out there thinking you the man and flexing and all of that stuff, yeah, they gonna get you. Oh, you gonna get it good. But anyway, back to Trump, fam. I thought the dude was drunk or something. I didn't know if he was drunk or high. But he say he don't smoke. He say he don't do no drugs. He say he don't do drugs. He say he don't drink. In fact, I think somebody said he was trying to ban alcohol or something. I hadn't gotten into the story yet, but he was trying to ban alcohol. Yeah, right. I didn't even look at it because that's totally ludicrous, as Mike Tyson would say. When is enough enough? Observation. When they can't catch their breath and find it hard to swallow, dementia is up in there. Yeah, man. Dementia is at work. Personally, I was thinking that maybe he saw like a minor girl in the audience or something. And he was like, got all choked up and stuff, you know, because he know you like him young. Yeah. And what about those Epstein files, man? Where are those Epstein files? Where, get them all out, man. Come on now, you promised us that you was gonna put those Epstein files out. Come on with it, man. You owe us a few 10,000 more Epstein files. Now they said, what, didn't they say like 1 million Epstein files or something? Whatever the number was, it was high. Damn, how do you have 1 million files? How did somebody have 1 million files on them? Boys was, I guess they started young. Donald Trump is not well. You know he's not well because the things that he's doing out there where he's trying to provoke war, he wants to take over everything. He wants to take everything. He wants everything to go his way. I do believe that he's at the end and he just wants to go down in history as a really, really bad guy. He wants to go down in history. He wants to go down in history as a dictator. He wants the world to bow to him. And only people who were losers in high school behave that way. If you look around in the workplace, you'll find them. They're bullies. If you look around in law enforcement, they're right there. They're in every business sector in the country. If you look, well, in the world, if you look around, you will see them and you can tell where they come from. All you got to do is ask somebody who knows them from high school, what kind of person were they? Most of them were nobodies. Most of them were nobodies. And if you come from money like Trump did, of course, people would know who you are because you got money. But as far as being that dude that girls wanted, or that dudes wanted to be like besides having money, he was never that dude. He wasn't a star athlete. He wasn't an intellectual. You know, it ain't like he led the student union or something like that, or was some type of honor student. No colleges recruited him. Well, we need him coming. If they did, they only recruited him to get to the money because they knew they could get these endowments and things of that nature. But other than that, you could tell Donald Trump was a loser. Because usually if you're a loser as an adult, you was a loser in high school. I'm not talking about the things that your mama and daddy did for you. I'm not talking about the cars or the clothes and putting money in your pockets and all that type of stuff. I'm talking about just being a horrible person, right? Just being a horrible person. You're probably more than likely that way when you were in high school. And this is the reason, I do believe this is the catalyst for Trump's ire against society. He not only hates himself, he hates everybody. And he won't admit it. He won't admit that the reason why he's such an a-hole is because he was the guy who was a nobody in high school. The only way he got with girls, he had to buy them a ring or a car. He was probably buying cars in kindergarten, man. I'll buy you a car. You love me, you love me. No, most dudes would have like a note, just have a note. I love you, you love me, yes or no, right? Trump would just be like, give a chick a keys to the car. Like, here, you want it? And the little girl would be like, I can't drive. I don't know how to drive yet. I'm not even legal. Wait a minute, you're not legal? Come with me. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, fam. You know I'm telling the truth. You could tell Trump was a loser. You could tell he was not a popular guy in terms of being likable. You could tell. And you could tell that he was the guy who really treated girls badly. Really just used girls and treated them really, really badly. Because he had a problem getting girls naturally. He had a problem with girls liking him simply for who he is. And I do believe because he knows that the only reason why he was able to get with those women was because of his money. He's always had that resentment. I mean, one might even argue that if it wasn't for money, Trump is such a big trick. If it wasn't for money, he probably wouldn't even have any kids. No more talk.